Hey everyone! Furina's rerun is happening right now, and I know many of you have questions about whether you should get her, wait for Durin in the next version, or simply save everything for Columbina in 6.3. And the answer isn't simple, because we're at this weird point where the meta is splitting between several different archetypes. In today's video, we're going to break down all the reasons for you to pull for these characters, and I'll help you make this decision. Save up to 25% on Genesis crystals at lootbar.gg. To celebrate Genshin's anniversary, you can grab the all-in-one pack and the 6,480 Genesis crystals pack, normally $100 in-game, for just $72 on Loot Bar. That's 81 pulls, almost guaranteeing you a 5-star for your account while saving you $28. The process is super simple. Just enter your UID, select your server, and receive your crystals in under a minute. No password needed. Loot Bar uses official recharge channels, has hundreds of 5-star reviews, and partnerships with several big content creators that you probably know, so everything is completely safe. Loot Bar supports PlayStation 5 and Xbox top-ups. Also, don't forget that the double bonus for your first purchase on each pack has been reset. Click the link in the description to claim your extra discount. New users get an extra 10% discount, while returning users get 5%. Before we jump into today's video, I've got some awesome news. We hit 14,500 subscribers. And to celebrate, I'm doing a giveaway of 10 blessings of the Welkin Moon. Joining is super easy. Make sure you're subscribed. Sign up on Loot Bar using the link down below, and drop your Genshin and Loot Bar UIDs in the comments. I'll be picking the winners in 2 weeks. Good luck, everyone. Now let's get into the video. Let's start with what's available now. Furina's banner, which runs until November 11th, and she continues to be absolutely one of the best supports in the game. Furina gives up to 75% damage bonus to the entire team at C0, and that's insane. She works with basically everyone. Nuvolette, Arlecchino, Navia, Skirk, all the meta carries, and she enables different builds for these characters. The problem is that her buffs don't do anything for Lunar Reactions because they scale with Elemental Mastery and crit damage, not with pure damage bonus. So in Nod-Krai, for teams running Lunar Bloom or Lunar Charged, she only contributes through her off-field hydro damage, not through the huge buffs she's known for. But here's the thing. If you're not running teams focused on Lunar Reaction damage, Furina remains completely irreplaceable. She has 30 seconds of skill duration, barely needs field time, and as the Hydro Archon, she's guaranteed regular reruns. You don't even need constellations. C0 handles everything perfectly well, although C2 gives you a massive damage spike if you're willing to spend the Primogems. For most traditional Vaporize, Freeze, or Hyperbloom teams, she's still the best option available. Now, an important point is that Durin arrives December 3rd and promises to be a pretty strong character. I made a video detailing his current beta kit if you want to check it out. But basically, after Durin uses his skill, you choose between 2 modes. A support-focused mode that deals off-field pyro damage in an area with 20% resistance reduction for Pyro, Dendro, Geo, Anemo, and Electro. Or another mode for personal damage focused on single target with 40% boost to Vaporize and Melt. Sounds great, right? Except that to take full advantage of Durin's kit, he's locked to the Hexenzirkel system. You need at least 2 characters from the magic faction like Venti, Albedo, Mona, or Fischl to make him work properly. If you don't follow leaks, in version 6.2, Hoyo is going to buff all these Hexenzirkel characters when you run them together. Venti will get a new signature weapon and become a legitimate main DPS option. Albedo will gain massive defense buffs that give allies up to 30% damage bonus. And Mona will receive several buffs that improve synergy with reactions. So if you've already invested in these Mondstadt characters, or are planning to pull for Varka or Alice in the future, Durin could be phenomenal. But without those teammates, he's much more restrictive than universal supports like Furina. And then there's Columbina, scheduled for January 14th during Lantern Rite. After all the conflicting leaks, it's confirmed that she's a 5-star Hydro Catalyst, but her kit hasn't entered beta yet, so everything can still change. What we're hearing is that she was made specifically as a Lunar Reaction enabler with heavy focus on buffing Elemental Mastery. Basically, the Nod-Krai equivalent of what Furina is for traditional teams. Leaks suggest about 50% Lunar Reaction damage buff and better Hydro application than Furina, making her best in slot for characters like Flynn's, Inefa, Lauma, and Nefer. The only issue is her constellations. Apparently, C0 only works as pure support, while C2 unlocks a real DPS mode. This is worrying because it implies she might feel incomplete without constellations, although we'll only know when beta starts sometime in late November. Go for Durin if you're specifically building Hexenzirkel teams with Venti, Albedo, or Mona. If you need flexible off-field pyro besides Xiangling, his mode-switching gameplay is unique, and he fills a specific niche, but those faction requirements mean he might not be universally useful. Skip him if you don't have those teammates built, or if Columbina is your priority. Wait for Columbina if you've invested heavily in Nod-Krai characters and Lunar Reactions are your main damage source. She's potentially the strongest lunar support we're going to get, filling the Archon role for the Nod-Krai region, and we know Archons are useful for a long time. But you need to be comfortable with uncertainty because her kit isn't finalized and could definitely change before release. For most accounts, the play is probably to pull Furina at C0 if you need immediate universal support. Skip Durin unless you specifically want Hexenzirkel synergy, and then decide on Columbina based on whether you're committed to lunar teams. You have 78 days until Columbina to build resources while securing Furina's proven value now. And since Furina is an Archon, she'll rerun consistently. So skipping her for Columbina is totally valid if you're certain about your direction. But remember, always get the characters you like and enjoy playing. There's no single answer here. It depends completely on your roster and what kind of teams you're actually building. Genshin is a game, and games are made to entertain us. It's okay if you can't get all the stars in Abyss 12 or can't beat the hardest mode of Imaginarium Theater. What matters is always playing with characters that keep us excited to keep playing. Anyway, tell me in the comments what you're planning. I'm curious to know if I helped you in any way. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.